family related or employment based. So there has to be some kind of anchor that allows you to show that you can provide a benefit. And so now that we know that, and so we know all the ways that you can stay or adjust your status from non-immigrant to immigrant, let's address something that is critical, especially in our community, because a lot of times we hear about people getting deported, which cause a lot of disruption in families. But the question is it solely because of the law, or is it because of something they did? We need to have an understanding of those, so that maybe we can inform ourselves on how to avoid those things, and as such, not have to come to that. So, James.
Thank you all for being so attentive, okay? I'm going to put some smile on your face. We're going to participate. We're all going to participate, all right? So you will read my calendar that I wrote over there, and then we go step by step, okay? That way you can feel it. You understand, right? Now, like you heard Innocent, you heard Kevin. Innocent talked about non-immigrants, okay? Kevin talked about immigrants. So what happened? You heard Innocent, you heard Kevin, you leave this conference. You didn't want to know about it. You leave this conference, you go buy a calling card, you call your brother in Cameroon. Guess what? I came to this seminar, immigration seminar, presented by very eloquent, intelligent Cameroonian brothers who are attorneys, okay? Go to the embassy, go get a visa. Of course, you're going to send your brother a letter of invitation, right? That person will fall under what they call a B1 category, okay? Person coming for pleasure. So he goes to the embassy, it's his lucky day. He gets the visa. You bought him a ticket, Air France, Douala, Bush Intercontinental. Arrival time, 4 p.m. You know that he's going to go through customs and immigration, right? So you get there at 5 p.m., you're waiting for him. 6 o'clock, he's not there. Well, you're wondering what's going on, okay? What's going on is he has to go through what they call inspection, and after inspection, he has to be admitted, okay? So therefore, that visa that he has means nothing until he goes through this process, okay? Why? Because he's still knocking at the door, knock, knock, knock. I want to come to America, okay? Of course, your mom has prepared all that food for you, all the arrow, all the goosey, everything. You're hungry, you're waiting to eat. Okay? But he's there. Why? Because he has to be admitted or inspected and admitted. What is that officer doing there at the border? That officer wants to check for certain things. Okay? In order for him to be let in, the officer has to look for what they call inadmissible grounds. Grounds for him to be excluded. Okay? And if he passed the test, then of course he's going to come through that door and you will see him. So, what is it? What are those grounds for exclusion, Esquire? Okay, so you hear now after this seminar, we're talking down the corner, you're asking me all of these questions. This is the answer I'm going to give you. The first ground is going to be health-related grounds. So he got the visa, he's at the border, nothing to get in, but guess what? He did not go do the vaccination. Okay? Are you going to see your brother? No, you're not going to see your brother. Okay? Your brother is there, they ask him, have you ever been sick? Yes. What do you have? TB. Okay? Tuberculosis. Is he going to come in? No, he's not going to come in. Your brother says, man, you know what? Every time I go to Rome Point, I drink, I get drunk all the time, I'm an alcoholic. Is he going to come in? No, he's not. Well, he's an alcoholic. He goes to Creepy and he sniffs some coke. He's a drug addict. Is he going to come in? No, he's not going to come in. Okay? You wait and wait and wait. The next round, please. It's criminal-related grounds. So your brother is there, they ask him at the border, have you ever been convicted of a crime? He says, yes. What kind of crime? Well, you know, I went to Bamenda, I went to Old Town, there's a quartier called Nyangi Quartier. And I knocked at that door, bam, bam, and the lady asked me, what did you do for her? I said, I want something. The woman said, how much? 10,000, 20,000? You gave her the 20,000, right? Leaving that place, you got picked up, you got convicted for prostitution. You understand, right? That's a crime of moral turpitude. So you say, yes, I've been convicted of a crime. What crime? Crime of moral turpitude. What was it? Soliciting a prostitute. You're not coming in. You're coming in, some female from Atlanta calls you and says, yo man, go to Creepy, okay? Swallow me some Coke. You understand, right? You swallow the Coke, get somewhere around Paris, things don't work out right, you get arrested. Okay, they send you back. Coming over here, they say, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Yes. What? Controlled substance. Are you going to be admitted? No, you're not. You'll be waiting for your brother. You're never going to see him. Okay? The next round, security-related grounds. Endangered security of the United States. So you come in, I don't want to offend nobody here now, but you belong to a terrorist group, a subversive group. Joe, can you put that? Okay? You belong to any of those groups. You understand, right? Subversive groups. You've organized overthrow of a government, okay, in Cameroon. Like, you remember that story where some folks went to the Boyan station, radio station, and said, okay, they overthrown the government? That kind of thing. You understand, right? You declare for security grounds, you're not going to be allowed. Okay? Now, this your brother that is coming. Last year, the wife came here and had a baby. She was pregnant. All right? So she comes in through Chicago airport. Pregnant, they saw her. Okay? She comes, she has the baby. Quite all right, the baby is a US citizen. So Medicare or whatever, Medicaid will cover for the baby. But she doesn't have the money to pay for the hospital bill. Okay? So she fills out her form. All right? Guess what? She's a public charge. So they say, hey, what happened? Well, I came here, I had a baby, blah, 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 blah. Everything is in. It's going right back. You understand, right? Why? Because we're a public charge. Okay? You came here one time as a non-immigrant, you took a benefit that you're not entitled to it. Okay? Level certification and qualifications, of course, you know. You're in the area, that area where they do docky. Understand, right? You go there, you wax it very well. Say, I'm a medical doctor or I'm a nurse. Okay? You come inside, they say, hey, what are you going to do here? Well, I went to Q's, I'm a medical doctor, and I'm going to look for work, or I'm a nurse. I took my NCLEX in Ghana, so they verify it. They see that you're what? Unaccredited physician or uncertified foreign healthcare worker. Are you going to come in? No, you're not going to come in. Next. Now, this is a good one. Remember, you're still there at the border, okay? Still knocking, trying to put your foot in. That foot is getting bad. You understand, right? Illegal entrance and immigration violation. So what happened? This person went to the embassy with fraudulent documents. You understand, right? Okay? Maybe this person already has something in his pocket, in his briefcase or something, right? Where he intends to file stuff like an asylum claim. You understand, right? That probably have prosecuted him for whatever reason. All right? And they just happen to be checking the bag. Okay? And then they see it. You understand, right? Okay. Now, you come in as an immigrant, but you have the intent to stay. Okay, which we're going to come to it. All right? So you have what? Fraud, misrepresentation to seek a visa, or other immigration document benefits. You understand, right? They see that right there? Okay? You're not coming in. We knowingly aid an alien, smuggle an alien in, you're not coming in. Okay? Now, maybe your brother has been arrested before, sent back, okay, and he tries to seek re-entry, that person is not coming in. Okay, now look at the last one, let me just go, no, let me do the F1 students, okay? F1 students, all right, very critical. Since September 11, things have changed, okay? As an F1 student, you're here for a purpose, to go to school, okay? It is not a right for you to be here, it's a privilege. So therefore, when they say do not work, they mean do not work. Okay? You can work in campus, get your 20 hours there, all right, fine. Or you can apply economic hardship. Your sponsor cannot sponsor you no more. You understand, right? You got to be in school. For example, I got cases right now in my office where this girl, she's from Kenya. Since 2008, she's been attending San Jacinto College. She graduated in 2010 as an LVN. She continued with the program. Okay? She's graduating this December as an RN. Guess what happened? Because she did not notify her school authorities, even though she's been paying her tuition and is in full status, what Innocent was talking about is service, okay? The other day she went to renew her driver's license. It shows that it's inactive. Guess what? And it also showed that she's auto-completed, which means in 2010, immigration considered her to be someone who already graduated. You understand, right? And guess what? She's having problems right now, okay? So you need to be on top of it. You understand, right? So when you talk about F1 students who violate their student status, those technicalities are things that people are seeing nowadays. Okay, how about this one here? Those who renounce UN citizenship to avoid US taxation. You understand, right? So you're a US citizen. Okay, you've been through all this process. Sworn in. You say, well, I'm not paying my taxes. You went back to Cameroon. Then someone is inviting you to come back. No. You didn't want to pay taxes, right? You renounced your US citizenship. We're not letting you in. Okay? So now, guess what? But maybe your brother was a perfect guy, and he went through the process, okay? And everything went good, all right? Now we have miscellaneous grounds. Well, an African man is not a gay man. So it is, right? But we love women, okay? So therefore, this is your brother coming, got 1, 2, 3, 5, okay? Miscellaneous grounds, polygamous. Is he going to be allowed? 0, okay? So, finally, he has gone through all of that, all right, and he made it. So, you're asking the next one, so man, now that I have been admitted and inspected, and I am in, okay, so you've been admitted, inspected, you're now in. Can I do any kind of thing in this America? So can you just do whatever you want to do because you've been admitted, all right? The answer is no. Being in America is a privilege and not a right. Now that you have been admitted, you are protected by all the laws and constitution of your state and of the United States Constitution. But you can't just do what you please. So the guy asked me, so lawyer, tell me what things I need not do to get in trouble in this country and be deported. Mine there is on Akofana, okay? I don't want to sound like daddy. I said, no problem, boy. I'll help you, okay? Next. So this is what I told the guy. I told him, you know what? You made it in, okay? You're here as a visitor. They're giving you a 6-month visa, all right? It's a privilege, it's not a right. This is what you should not do. Assault family violence, okay? If you have a girlfriend here that you're going to go meet, be it girlfriend or boyfriend, or vice versa, spouse. As long as you're a permanent resident, asylee, student, if you touch somebody, and in Harris County, you're convicted for assault, family violence, that's it, death sentence. Okay? Which means, if they put you on probation, which is what we're going to get, probation. And while you're doing your probation term, ICE comes and knocks on your door. And you say, who is it? So confident, man, you know, yeah, I'm fine. DHS, what do you want? Sir, you were convicted of assault, family violence, sir. I need you out here. All right, that's it, you're done. Once they put you on those handcuffs and they take you to ICE, there is no bond. Okay? Theft, fraud, you leave here, it's back to school, things are tight, your check hasn't come in, you go to Walmart, you pick up some stuff for the kids, and you don't pay. Class A, Class B, misdemeanor, that is theft, crime of moral turpitude. You understand, right? ICE picks you up, you're gone. No bond. Okay? Position of delivery of controlled substance. Well, today is Saturday, you can make quick money, you know, picking up 2 kilos of cocaine, Houston, Austin, $5,000, spam, cash, all right? On your way to Austin, you get stuck. You get convicted for controlled substance, that's it, you're done. Okay, no bond. Aggravated felonies. So you get into a fight with your spouse, you pull out a knife, any weapon, okay? You get convicted for that crime, that's it, you're done. Firearm offenses, you own a gun, you're not threatening somebody with it, you understand, right? Those are death sentence offenses. You tried, you're done. Okay, no excuses. There is no bond. Okay? So, non-criminal offenses. Kevin talks about sham marriages. You understand, right? So you hear, all right, you've been to Quinta's place, somebody says, well, you know it is. You're not going back, all right? You got to stay. So, man, so what's the easiest way for me to stay? Or I'll hook you over a All right? How much? 3,000. All right? You pay. You do your marriage. Well, it's a sham marriage. You understand, right? Because that marriage was not entered into for bona fide purposes. It was entered into for the benefit of acquiring an immigration benefit. You understand, right? So, as a Cameroonian, you travel, you marry the girl, there are things that you got to do. Okay? Make it look real. Stay with the woman. Do what a husband and wife would do. You go now for your interview. They ask you the question, sir, what's your wife's shoe size? Sir, what's your wife's birthday? Sir, what country is your wife from? What language do they speak? Okay, no problem. That's it, you do. You're not going to get it. The guy is going to tell you, I'll contact you. You understand, right? You will receive the letter. Letter for additional what? Additional evidence to prove that this marriage that you entered into was for real. You understand, right? So that's talking about sham marriages. If you violate your status, F1, I already explained it to you guys. You cannot work. You got to take 12 hours credit. You got to notify your advisor of everything. You understand, right? For them not to put you on removal proceedings. So, Mr. Counselor, you mean to say if I do any of these things, I will be excluded and deported? The answer is it depends. It depends on where you are. If you were still coming in, you understand, right? The chances are very likely that you will be sent back. You understand, right? But there are some waivers, okay? Family unity. So this person is coming, he has a spouse here, he has a kid here. Humanitarian reasons, they could let you in. If you told them that, well, you got convicted for less than 30 grams of weed, you understand, right, in PE, okay, fine, that's a waiver, okay? Or you can get what they call deferred inspection, they could let you in, okay, and then you will be reporting at, I'm not what they call it, 126 North Point. You'll be reporting there every month, or they can give a parole, or for humanitarian reasons, they could let you in. You understand, right? But now, let's talk about a situation where you're in removal proceedings, which means you've knocked at the door, they've let you in, okay? So that's a two different process. You're already in. So when you're in, at that time, it's removal proceedings. Okay, so it's no longer exclusion. They're not excluding you, don't tell you, no, you're not coming in. You're already in, but now we want to remove you out. Okay, so if you have committed any of those offenses that are listed, like assault family member, conviction of crimes, all of those things, you will fall under this deportation area, which is removal. You understand, right? So the question is, do I have any relief? Well, cancellation of removal is one of the reliefs you can get. Withholding of removal is one of the reliefs you can get. Asylum is another relief you can get. Deferred deportation or voluntary departure. Now, for cancellation of removal, you have to meet a certain time. Okay, there's a statute of limitation. So, if you're a permanent resident, it is 5 years, which therefore means you have to be a permanent resident for 7 years, and for 5 years, no conviction of crime of moral turpitude or felony. Okay? If you are a non-permanent resident, meaning an F1 student or a visitor, yours is 710. All right, so 10 years, okay, that you've been here present, and for those 7 years, you've had no conviction. Okay, so if your brother is just coming in and he went down the street and he picked up a prostitute on Bisonet, he came. You took him to phase 2 or Cloud 9 or Kenny's Cafe, and he's like, man, bro, I've been here for 3 months myself. Man, don't do anything on. But you go down to Bisonet and you say, no problem, $20, right? As you give him that $20, and it's an undercover cop, they pick him up for prostitution, okay, he will not qualify for cancellation or removal because he just got here and he doesn't meet that time frame. You understand, right? You can ask for withholding of removal. Basically, withholding of removal simply means you fear to return to your country. You have that fear that more than likely, going back to your country, you could be persecuted. You know, knowing how Cameroon is, you understand, right? You could use it as a claim. Asylum, you say, going back to my country, they will prosecute me. Okay? or if everything else fails, then you ask for voluntary departure. Voluntary departure says, well, you know what? I'm tired of you all, America. I got my farming womb. I'm going back to my farming womb. I'll work my farm, and I'll go somewhere else. I'll go to Canada.